Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Bio, Ra, and God Source. I humbly come to you today and first of all say thank you for everything, and I just ask please that you put a cloak on this live, that you protect myself and my viewers, and that no one that's not supposed to be here sees this working or this live, and that all of the information and everything that comes through just guide my words and my actions and speak through me and move through me with the energy of source, only for the highest and greatest good of all those watching, as well as my highest and greatest good and the highest and greatest good of humanity. Amun Ra, Ashe, Namaste, by the power of three, Samotic Be, always works, always a blessing. Hi! Happy New Moon! Hi, Shayna! Happy New Moon, everybody! How you guys feeling? I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing? I'm excited to talk about the spells. I was literally just like recording a video to talk about the spells, and then I was like, why the fuck would I do that when I could go live and like talk to everyone? Hi, Baby Pico! Honestly, Baby Pico, if you saw my story on Instagram, I feel Spirit told me that little mushroom person that was following me around in my dream was connected to you. And I think it's like a whole species, but that one was particularly following me around. Yay, thanks for coming. I'm glad you made it too. The conjunctions and squares are very intense right now. Try not to get pissed. Try to just stay in neutrality. I know it's easier said than done. Hi, Claire. How you doing? Hi, happy new moon. What's up, Cicely? Oh, nice. I laid in the grass for like an hour yesterday. It was really nice, but I learned I'm allergic to freshly cut grass because when I came inside, I had like red marks all over me. Hi. I love you too. What's up? What's up, guys? How you doing? I filmed a fucking what did I eat today video, or what I ate in a day or whatever. I'm finna post that after this. Someone asked for it and I was like, that's easy. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But I want to talk to you guys about the Lionsgate portal and the spells that I'm doing. I can't talk too long, so I've literally got funny you send a cowboy because I'm going to a country concert on Saturday. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I've got laundry in the dryer at the laundromat, so I have to it can't be on too long. But yeah, so that's hella cute. Why did I hella think that when I saw your story? When my other friends told me once that I'm a fairy keeper. Yeah, no, that makes it, he was so cute. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, in one of my dreams, I was like walking around and this tiny little like mushroom person was like scampering behind me. It was so cute. He had like little squishy feet like this. That's how he walked, like that. And he kept looking up at me, so his little mushroom hat was like, well, his head was like looking up at me all tilted. And it was almost like he was like taking notes, but he wasn't. It was like I would walk some way and he'd like follow me, and then he'd like look up at me and then look back down, and then I'd walk a different way and he'd like follow me and look at me and look back down. Like he was really cute, like a Momrath, and I loved him so much, and I hope he's in my dreams again. And he just had like flowers all over him. He was so cute. And he loved me. He just like followed me around like my little friend. What state am I in? Sometimes I don't like to say my state because I have stalkers. Well, one, but hopefully not more than one. But I'm in New England. Hi. Okay, so let's talk about Lionsgate Portal and the spell working. So, alright, so we're going through the Lionsgate portal. It's when like Cirrus comes into some sort of alignment, I believe. But basically I look at it more from the quantum side of things. So it's just the galactic new year. Not just, it is the Galactic New Year. Also, people say that this was actually, some people believe this was actually the time of year that Yeshua was born. Some people believe that Yeshua, Jesus, was not actually born on December 25th. A lot of people believe that he was actually born on my birthday, actually, June 21st, because that's when this alignment begins to come together with the constellation of Sirius. So it's the summer solstice, and that's when things really start to shift. And it's obviously not technically the Lionsgate portal yet, but that is when things start to come into shift and fruition and alignment for the Lionsgate portal is on the summer solstice. We go into a major shift, and a lot of people believe that my birthday was actually Yeshua's birthday, and that, you know, with the way that the corrupt entities that be have skewed and perverted information, they shifted it to December just to make it one big lie. But most people don't believe that that's actually Yeshua's birthday, because we're technically celebrating Yule. Like, that's a whole nother video, honestly. Like, I found the best documentary on all of that, and of course it got censored, but I watched it before it got taken down, and it was really good. But all the celebrations we do are for Yule. They don't actually have anything to do with Christ or his story, you know? So a lot of people believe that this time of year is actually a big connection and energy towards Christ consciousness on top of the Yeshua's divine feminine counterpart. That's sweet. Thank you. Mary Magdalene was Yeshua's divine feminine. I believe Mary Magdalene was his twin. But, you know, Bible people won't like that. You start talking about Yeshua, next thing you know, knock, 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 everybody's coming in to tell you you're going to hell if you're not thinking exactly what they think. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, there's a big connection to Christ consciousness here. There's a big connection to the elevation of the new earth and stepping more into the fifth dimensional frequency. It's about a certain alignment with the planet Sirius that creates some sort of portal. Not the planet Sirius, the star. There's multiple stars. I think it's like Sirius 1 and Sirius 2. And it's like the constellation of Sirius. And it opens up this portal. Now, Arcturians come from Sirius. I believe blue avians come from the constellation of Sirius. And Lyrians come from the constellation of Sirius. So, Arcturians are tall, blue, very linear minded, very good with numbers and timelines and things along those lines. They've got kind of like a bigger, they're almost like gray aliens, where they're more you know, factual and everything like that. They don't really have a lot of emotions. I was an Arcturian in a past life, and I was learning how to feel actually in that life. I was learning how to have human-based emotions from my apprentice, who was an Essassani. Now, me using these words is probably going to activate some of your DNA, because some of you, just hearing these words is going to activate the DNA within you. It's going to make you remember where you come from and the truth. And so in that life, I was an Arcturian. I had an apprentice who was working under me, learning how to work with energy grids. And actually, we'll probably call upon him for this working. It's so crazy. I don't know if people will believe me, but I started channeling that version of me about like a year and a half ago, and he called himself G, and he's an Arcturian. Hi, Pragya. And then when I found Elizabeth April shortly after, a couple months later, she was channeling an Arcturian named G, who was a part of the Timeline Council, and it was like such a strong confirmation, but I'm pretty sure that's me. I know it sounds really braggy, but I channeled him before I knew she was channeling him. So, and I've seen the past life. But so we worked with energy grids. I had this certain skill that not a lot of other people had, where I could work with like energy grids. I also made potions and stuff in that life, as well as, like, I think it's why my potions are so powerful in this life. But I was working with an Essassani, which is a human and gray hybrid, and he was my apprentice, and he was teaching me emotions and how to feel, and like I had none. And not in a bad way, I just was I was at a vibration where emotions were not necessary, nor were they part of my hardwiring. And so he was actually teaching me how to feel things, and it was really cool. So we'll call upon him and work with him. I've also been Lyran multiple times. I've been both a bird person. I've been a lion person. I was a part of Lyra. I was literally on the planet when it was destroyed. Me and my twin were on Lyra. We didn't know each other when it was destroyed, but then after it was destroyed, we got dispersed. I almost see these like, they're almost like, they're like New York City kind of, where it's like all these immigrants come into New York and it ends up being a melting pot of all different kinds of people. There are planets like that where basically aliens' homes get destroyed and then they get sent to these almost like orphan planets that are just a gathering ground for all different species and walks of life. And so when my planet was destroyed, I ended up on this other planet. I hated my life. It was miserable. I did not enjoy myself. And then one day I literally bumped into my twin. I was walking down the road staring at my sad talon feet, because I was a bird. I was a bird human, and I had talons for feet, and I was walking like this, like so sad, dragging my talon feet. And I literally bumped into another set of talon feet. And it was my twin. And the rest is history, baby. We had the best life ever after that. But so we'll be connecting with that energy. Also, ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, hello. Ancient Egypt is connected to all of this because actually when I was having that life with my twin, I was living in Lyra, and we were coming down from Lyra to work with the Egyptian humans. And so I was actually one of the interdimensionals that was coming down that you see on the hieroglyphs, like the people with like the bird faces and shit, and like half human, half lion, like those are species. If you can imagine it, it's out there in the universe. And so I was actually working with ancient Kemet back during that time. So it's all very connected there. And so we're also going to be working with Sobek and Apep. And Sobek is the divine masculine. He is death and decay. And the divine masculine energy, he's this alligator here. And then we have Apep, which is this hippo goddess, and she represents life and birth and fertility. And so we're going to be working with them. They are divine counterparts, obviously the yin and the yang. So we'll be working with all of that. But I just want to read you the description that I have. So basically what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a big ritual where I get a plank of wood, because wood absorbs energy. If you can ever get things from your ancestors, get glass, precious metals, or metal in general, and wood. Because glass is an energy conductor, metal is an energy conductor, and so is wood, and wood genuinely absorbs it. I have a wooden table that was my nani's that is wooden with like a glass piece on top. Couldn't get any better than that for like, and my ancestor, that's where my ancestor altar is, because the glass and the wood conduct the energy. And my great aunt recently gave me a metal tray that was my great grandmother's, that it's metal and the handles are wooden, so it's just like amazing. But so I'm gonna get a plank of wood, and we're gonna do the working on the wood. For this working, you get a full fucking guided meditation. This, if you're gonna do any spell with me, this is the one to do it. So there are 3 different levels for people's different financial capabilities and you know, whatever. There's the hand poured skull candle, that's the most expensive. The sphere candle, when is it? It's on the Lionsgate portal, 8/8. 8/8. Is when the Lionsgate portal is at a peak. 8 is also the number of infinity, which is also connected to Twin Flame, which is also connected to Saint Germain, the Violet Flame, and Manifestation. So this is a very, very strong portal. Here, my nose goes itching. One of you is gonna get communication soon from someone. My nose, someone's toes coming back or giving you communication. Whenever that my nose itches, that's what's the message. But anyway, so I'm going to get a big plank. I'm going to put all the candles on that plank, burn them on the plank, and then we're going to do everything that I say we're going to do, like everything that I promise for the spell. So I'm going to teach you how to do this manifestation ritual. I'm going to take you through a guided meditation, and you get your candle and your petitions. And then I also have a fire ceremony. The fire ceremony is, so all the spell workings are going to be private, but the fire ceremony is going to be public. That's going to be my gift to the channel, to do the fire ceremony. And we're going to try to heal that fucked up thing that happened last time where I had somebody just get super triggered by me having light skin, doing a fire ceremony, even though I don't, if you know me, you know I don't believe in gatekeeping, because there's a million reasons why I don't believe in gatekeeping. I do believe that if you feel an affinity to something, and as long as you're being respectful about it, there's no reason why you can't explore it. I believe if you're alive right now, you're a really old soul, really fucking old soul, because it's a hard fucking time to be alive, and you wouldn't be here if you didn't have experience. So I believe that, you know, having past lives, it says something if you want to connect to somebody's spirituality, a different culture spirituality, as long as you're respecting it. And on top of it, the gatekeeping has just become ridiculous and a lie. Like, I was literally just listening to Arabian Conjure go off about, I'm so with this woman. Like, I love her. I think she's great. But I was listening to her go off about how people really be out here giving her a hard time about the spell work that she does. And she's like 100% Arabic. And people are like, you stole this from hoodoo. And she was like putting people in their place, being like, where the fuck do you think their roots came from? Everything came from fucking Jerusalem or Israel. Israel. Are you kidding me? Israel. Like, yeah. And also, like, something I learned from Gaia is, like, the Middle East was literally the heart of the snake. And there's a huge portal there. And that's why there's so many wars and everything. You think it's over oil? You gotta be fucking kidding me. There's a fucking portal there. That's where the benevolent reptilians used to reside and teach the humans. They would teach them. I've seen it. I was alive. I was one of those female benevolent reptilians that ended up mating with the giants, because that's a whole nother story. But on one end of the earth, there was reptiles and it was hot. And on the other end of the earth, it was really fucking cold. The earth went into like you know how like it shifts. There was like an ice age, and then there was like a hot, whatever that's called, heat at the other end. The poles just shifted drastically. And there were female benevolent reptilians that would teach the humans how to use their power. And the female humans were more in charge than the men humans. The power was in the female humans' hands. And then the giants were living on the cold end, and they were very they did not get along with anyone. And then eventually the reptilians and the giants started to interconnect and mate because there was too much of a polarity. It was destroying the earth, the polarity. And isn't it interesting now how like all the power has been taken from the women and given to the men, and look where we're at. But that's what the 1% does, right? They take everything, they flip it on its head and pervert it and ruin it. So, but anyway, yeah, so people were going off on her about how, like, she's stealing from hoodoo, and she's, like, literally in my churches, you can buy, like, cinnamon oil that says prosperity oil. She's like, that's in the church. Like, it's crazy to me how everyone thinks, like, it's like a bunch of little kids fighting, like, that's mine, no, that's mine, no, that's mine. No, fucking share. Shut the fuck up and share. I could go on, but anyway, what made me, oh yeah, I stopped doing my spells live because somebody got really fucking triggered about me being a light-skinned woman doing a Native American fire ceremony without thinking at all, without using their brain at all, and thinking that I'm literally Native American. Not that, I believe that if you have, like, I don't care what your lineage is in this physical realm. If you have Native American spirits coming to you and asking you to do a certain ritual for the betterment of humanity and the collective, you do it. I would. When I have spirits come to me, dude, spirits come to me. That's how you know I'm the real deal and how I'm really psychic, because I don't seek these spirits. They come and they find me, and I decide either yes, I want to work with you, or no, I don't. But so I stopped doing my live spells because someone got real fucking triggered by me being a light-skinned native. And then it set off this whole fucking chain of ugly events of people coming for me, sending me emails, telling me I had to apologize, telling me I had to, you need to take accountability. You're spiritual bypassing. No, I'm not. You're racist. I'm not. You're racist against light-skinned people. Like, that's what it was. I didn't have to take accountability for shit. It sucks. And then the amount of people I had who were like, yo, thank you for standing up for this topic because I'm mixed and I'm not accepted anywhere. I'm too light to be accepted by, let's just say you're mixed black and white. I'm too light to be accepted by the black community, and I'm too dark or too African American to be accepted by the white community. The amount of mixed people I had just thanking me for standing up for myself against racists was like, good, I guess. I guess there was a lesson that came from all of it. But so we're going to heal that. We're going to do this fire ceremony live, take the power back from that bullshit situation, and put it back to where it's supposed to be. I remember just crying and crying. So I was like, I'm just out here trying to provide quality content during a time where everything's a lie. And even that gets ruined. But I'm cool with it now. Whatever. We're going to fix it. But yeah, so the fire ceremony will be live. Everything else will be private because I cannot risk that kind of energy infiltrating my Lionsgate portal ceremony spell working. I just can't. Amen. Oh, hey, Maria. What's up? This is your skull. I brought it as an example. Amen. I'm too Mexican to be white and too white to be Mexican. Thanks again. That's so funny. Literally, man. People be out here pissed about everything. Gatekeeping everything. Labeling everything. It's crazy. A lot of people hijack spiritual language and practices with the perspective of Puritan religions of shame and moral policing. Also, just keep being you. Thank you. That's such a good way to put it. It's so true. It really, the gatekeeping is very, very like religious. That's so true, because in religion you can do this, but you can't do that, because if you do that, you're going to hell. And you better not look into astrology, because that's the devil's work. And you better not love someone of the same sex, because then you're going to hell. Like, who's making this shit up? Like, who decided that? Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, we're going to do the plank. We got the hand-poured skulls. I've got 11 skulls. 4 people have already gotten spots for there are 11 spots for the skulls and 11 spots for the spheres. 22 spots for the tea lights, and then everything else is open. So, so I'm going to get the plank of wood. We're going to put the skulls and the spheres on the wood along with the tea lights. Like I said, I'm trying to have 3 different levels so that no matter what your financial status is, if you want to join, you should be able to join. And especially like if you're in a rough place and you really want to join this, get a tea light. That's going to be your best bet. The tea light, because then you get to come to the ceremony. You get to have your tea light on the wood. The wood gets burned in the fire ceremony. So now you're a part of the candle ceremony and the fire ceremony. And you will get the manifestation technique. You will get the guided meditation. And you'll just get all of that. So it'll be really good. So we're going to do that. I'm going to read the whole description. We're also doing the fire ceremony. That's going to be live. And then I'm also going to be doing an ocean offering. I am someone who loves to give the ocean things. I love to give offerings to the ocean. Yemoja, like I said, spirits come to me. She came to me when I was in the abusive relationship that literally almost killed me, multiple times, almost killed me. and she came to me. I opened up my Encyclopedia of Spirits. Her favorite people are Cancers, which is me. She despises domestic violence and abuse and helps women escape from domestic violence and abuse. And she loves like artists and witches and basically everything that I am, she loves. And so she came and she literally helped to save me from that relationship. I made a giant altar for her. She literally ate the cake. Like the cake was all moved and shit, and like no one else was there. It was like me and my ex's niece, and she was freaking out. I knew she didn't mess with it because she was freaking out. She was like, no, I didn't do it. I didn't touch it. Like, something ate that cake. But yeah, so I love Yemoja so much, and she is the ocean. She's also a mermaid. So I'm going to be giving her the offerings I always give her. We will also be working with Ilegua. Hello. To open up the ways, so that'll be great. But let me just read to you the descriptions of everything, and then yeah, so let's just go ahead and do that. This is my Grampy. Alright, let's see. Just gotta get to my website. Sorry. Alright. I picked the cutest pictures too, by the way. Look at that. Puffy Gator on Instagram is where I got the art for this. Alright. I'll just read you the description. So this is for the hand-poured skull candle, and then I'll show you some examples. Every year I like to take a group of star seeds through the Lion's Gate portal. It is a very special time for me, as I lived more than one past life as a Lyran, one of which was at the point in time when the planet was destroyed. I have been both feline and bird humanoids in different lives, and I understand the energy of the portal and the planet well. I have a special connection to ancient Kemet, which is ancient Egypt, and we will be working with Apep and Sobek for this working. I have them tattooed on my arm. Someday I'm going to get married on the Lion's Gate portal at the beach as well. For this working, you will receive a fully loaded, hand-poured, large skull candle that is custom-made with herbs and oils to fit your petition and intentions. You will also receive a loaded circle petition that will be burned in the Lion's Gate fire ceremony. So a loaded petition is something I started doing recently. It's when you load the entire petition with oil and then cover it. Almost like when you make in a... when you're making eggplant parmesan and you fried the eggplant, you take it, you dip it in the eggs, and you dip it in the dry, and you dip it in the eggs. It's like that, but with a petition. You dip it, you put it in the oil, put it in the herbs, get all the glitter on it. Okay. You will also receive a, oh yeah, I said that. Oh, you will also receive a loaded circle petition that will be burned in the Lion's Gate fire ceremony. Please leave your name, birthday, and intentions for the working in the message at checkout, or email me with the info. We will burn the spheres with the skulls and tea lights and go through the portal together. All candles will be burned on a plank that will be burned in the fire ceremony. I will guide you through the circle manifestation ritual that I do every year. So this manifestation ritual is so fucking powerful. I've done it for probably 3 years now, and every single year I get every fucking thing that I put on the circle. I manifest everything. When I do that, I've done this at the Lion's Gate portal for straight 3 years in a row, and I manifest all my goals and all my wishes every single time. I haven't even looked at my one from last year, but I can already guarantee that I accomplished everything on it because it's a powerful ritual. There will also be a guided meditation across through the portal with our soul family, guides, past and future selves, and loved ones. There will be flowers and fruit offerings for the spirits along with libations. This working will be private live, as this portal is important to me and I can't put it out there for just anyone to see. So that's what you get. I'm going to show you an example of some of the loaded candles that I have done so far. So I think it just started pouring rain. I am a weather witch. I've been waiting for it to rain all day. Can you hear it? It's pouring. It's pouring down. You can't see comments? What the heck? That's super weird because I can see all these comments. Random, but it's crazy how you use the example of eggplant parmesan because that's what I had for dinner. Girl, that's like my favorite. Yeah, Cornica, like she could hear the... Did I just like reveal her from behind the curtain? Yeah, man, it's suddenly coming down hard. Okay, so here are examples of the loaded skulls. So this one I made for you, Maria. It is super cool. I made it with the dragons in mind because you had such a connection with the dragons. So there's literally snake skin in this. There's like dragon's blood incense. There's just so much cool shit, like actual snake skin in this, like super, super, super cool shit. So this one is yours, Maria. This one is Sasha's, if you're watching this, Sasha. Thank you. And hello. It is getting real up in here. This one is Sasha's, if you're watching it. This one is for Teresa. I really like the hearts on this one. And I put unicorns in there. Unicorns in Sasha's too. And this one is for Jessica. I just made yours today, Jessica. I wanted to make yours two-toned. And I think it's really fucking beautiful. I know you'll watch this eventually, Jessica. So... you just got too high. That's why you couldn't read the comments. It's so funny. So, you get all of that with the skull candle. Thank you. I just poured these the other day. Yeah, thanks for catching me live. Thank you. So you get all of that, and then the sphere, this is the sphere. I have all different colors, and I will, right? Isn't that cool how they're like aliens with antennas? I did that on purpose, so I wanted them to be like aliens. Ooh, I just got chills. So this is the sphere that you'll get. I have all different colors. Whenever you book the spell work, I will, thank you, I will channel a color for you. So this, you get everything that you got in the skull candle, except you don't get a loaded petition, you just get a regular petition. And then if you buy the tea light, you get the whole ceremony, but you just get a little tea light. And then I will read to you the information about the fire ceremony and then the ocean offering. And then I'm gonna have to go get my damn laundry because this place is gonna close. And I can't play around with that shit. Okay. Okay, fire spell work is the quickest, Fire spell work is the quickest way to transmute energy and also makes a great offering. So if you want to give like an offering to your spirits as well. For this working, you will receive a loaded petition to add to the ceremony. All candles that were burned for the private portal activation will be worked on a plank that will be burned in the fire ceremony. Wood absorbs energy, so the power of the private portal ceremony will be present in this public live. I will also be burning all the wax that's left over within the fire ceremony. The fire will be worked and fed with various offerings, and there will also be sound healing and prayer. This will be a public live as a gift to my subscribers for the Galactic New Year. And then we also have the ocean offering. So like I said, someday I'm going to get married on the Lionsgate portal at the beach. At my wedding, everyone is going to be given at least 2 white roses and oranges to throw into the ocean as an offering to Yemoja to bless our marriage with a lifetime of love and abundance. For this working, I will go to the big rocks at my beach where I give my personal offerings. I will bring a watermelon, eggs, rum, and a coconut for the group offering. Each of you will also get 2 white roses and an orange as a personal offering to the ocean for whatever you please. So you can use this as an offering for whatever you want. This will be a pre-recorded video that I will post on my YouTube publicly. However, I will pray over your offerings privately off of camera. Please leave your intentions in the message at checkout. I look forward to working with you. So that's what we have going on. I'm so excited. It's going to be a really busy week. I already know I'm going to be so tired. I'm doing a QHHT quantum hypnosis therapy session on the 1st. I'm also doing a big private working on the 1st, and then we just have a week of straight spell work. So it's going to be so badass. Make sure to, get your spot if you want one. And like I said, if you're going to do any spell with me, this is definitely the time to do it because it's one of my favorite times of year. But we are doing a love spell and a beauty spell next, which will be really good. I got a big honking giant candle today, actually. Found it on a whim for the beauty spell, so that was really cool. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to tell you guys, and then I have to get my laundry. Yeah, do you think being a fire sign amplifies the fire ceremony or not? Absolutely. My midhaven is in Sagittarius, so it's a pretty strong placement to have in fire, but if you're a fire sign, it will absolutely amplify that, especially if you're a Leo. So it's like a package deal. Exactly, it is. So no matter what candle you get, you're going to get that private live to get the, and yeah, you can mix and match too. So maybe you want a tea light for the live, but then you want to buy the ocean offering. And then you want to join the fire ceremony publicly without spending any money on it. This is a really good way to mix and match for what you need specifically in your life. So yeah, let's say you don't have a lot of money to spend. You buy a tea light and then you watch the fire ceremony for free. Or maybe you really want one of the custom skulls and you get that, watch the fire ceremony for free, and then watch the ocean offering and pray over it yourself. There are a lot of ways to mix and match this and make it work for you. But like I said, if you want to do this working, at least get a tea light because it's going to be a private live. So, honestly, that's the best. It really is the best deal because you're getting the circle, ritual, you're getting the meditation, and you're getting the plank that's going in the fire. Been needing to do some spell work. I'll put it in the description. I'll put all the information. Your Venus is in Leo. That's beautiful. I'll put the links to everything in the description. It might take me a minute though, because I gotta get my laundry. My sun is in Aries and my midhaven is in Leo. Damn, lots of fire. Has a bag of tea lights I picked up from the dump. That's amazing. That's smart witching. That is smart witching. From what, the swap shop? I used to frequent the swap shop. I was just at Savers earlier today. Hey, you know what really grinds my gears? That Savers won't let you try stuff on and they're still trying to say it's the pandemic. They got rid of all their dressing. It was super creepy. And then it made me angry because it reminded me of when I was really, really, really poor. And how when you're really poor, this world just treats you really badly. If you're in Savers, you might not have the money to be going somewhere else, but that doesn't mean that you should be treated any less than and that you shouldn't be allowed to have a dressing room under the fake-ass guise. It made me never want to shop at Savers again. I will, obviously. But the fact that you're going to be it's for your safety. No, it's not. It's not for my safety that you're not letting me try on clothes in the dressing room because do you know what they tell you? They tell you try them on in the aisle. How is that safer? I felt so creeped out. I kept all my clothes on, but I was trying on these shorts. And then yo, petition to make savers treat you like a decent human being. Like, I just couldn't believe, like, why are low-income people treated like dog shit? Like, I've been one of those low-income people treated like dog shit when I was, like, very low income. And it's like, you can't tell me it's for my safety when I'm literally in an aisle while all these creepy men are, like, watching me, like, pull these shorts, like, other shorts over my shorts. Like, thank God I wore skin-tight shorts because, like, I was able to try stuff on over my clothes. But, like, I asked the people working there, and they were like, yeah, you just have to, like, try stuff on in the aisle over your clothes now. And I was like, what the hell? And they were like, you're lucky you wore something you can actually try something on over. Most people don't. And I was like... And you know what? This lady goes, yeah, she goes, it's kind of weird, but what can you do? It's for our safety. And I looked at, she was like, you know, nothing you can do about it. And she's like, it's not that bad. And I looked at her and I was like, I think it's very weird. I'm very uncomfortable with this. And I said, I literally looked at a stranger in the eyes and I said, I think that people's standards have gotten really, 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 really low since the pandemic. And I don't think it should be normalized that you have to try your clothes on in the aisle. And she just was like, oh, well, you can go over to the shoes and like hide. She goes, I hide in the shoes. The fuck? Excuse me? And all I could sit there and think, do you think Kim Kardashian has to try her clothes on in the aisle? No, because she's rich. Why is it that low-income people are treated like second-class citizens? That's wrong. That's just wrong. That's wrong. I shouldn't have to try my clothes on over my clothes while creepy men stare at me. I wouldn't let my kid do that. Like, if I was in there and I had a kid, and then they have the audacity to be like, no store credit, no refunds, only exchanges. So you're going to make me try on clothes over my clothes in the aisle for my safety. And then if they don't fit right when I try them on, not over my clothes, if they don't fit right, not only can I not get store credit and come back when I actually need something, like, now you're putting poor people in a bad position because they spent the money and now they have to go spend it immediately. Like, you're only doing exchanges. Why can't they save that money for when their kid outgrows that other clothes and now they want to go buy different clothes? Like, the entire setup is so it's so the opposite of helping low-income people that I was aghast. Honestly, I was aghast. I was literally like this as the man was telling me, but he was kind of special needs, so I just kind of let him tell me and, like, let him think that it was normal because, like, I could tell he had some, you know, just some, like, you know, he was special needs. That's it. He was just special needs. I don't know why, with what, but he was special needs. So he thought it was normal. People told him it was normal. He thought it was normal. And yeah, so she was like, I just go hide in the shoes to that lady. And I was like, I think your standards have gotten really low since the pandemic. And I don't think this is normal. But yeah, then I thought, then how can you be mad at people when they buy shit off Shein when a place like Savers treats you like that? Like, it's just... You don't get to have both. You don't get to, like, the hypocrisy. But anyway. Right? I got you shook right now because that was me in the store. I was like, I could not believe my ears. I could not believe my ears that I had to try on clothes. Like, I was like, the divide between the 1% and everyone else is becoming so apparent. Like, the slave race is even more of a slave race, that I don't even get the common courtesy of getting a little booth to try on my clothes for my safety. That's not for my fucking safety. Like, everything that we're currently going through, we're in a narcissistic and abusive relationship with our governments and with higher ups and leaders and perceived authority figures. And I felt, in that moment, I felt like Savers was my abuser gaslighting me. Being like, this is safer for you to change in front of these creepy men than it is for you to change in a booth. Because, you know, Corona, it can't get you. If you're standing in an aisle putting clothes on over your clothes, it's not going to get you. If you go in a dressing room, dude, you're on your own, bitch. It's coming for your neck. You're dead. You're dead. Dressing room, trying on clothes in dressing room, RIP, you're dead. Make you a statistic on the news, you're dead. It's just ridiculous, and it's sad. It makes me sad for the people who can only afford to shop at places like that, because they deserve much better treatment than that. The gaslighting is atrocious. I agree. Oh my gosh, that's how you know you've seen a ton of narcissists in your life. Literally. Thank you. This is off topic, but I've thought of messaging you a few times before because I feel like you know a heap of cool things. Don't know how you feel about talking to your subscribers in your DMs. It depends. I mainly do spiritual counseling because I have so many people who message me all the time that I can't really answer everybody's questions or help everybody with their problems, because it's like, God, if I did that, I would be, I would literally be the lady from, I was gonna say I'd be the chocolate lady that's like, chocolate! From SpongeBob, but I would be, a better representation is when SpongeBob goes into Sandy's dome and he gets really dry and then he crumbles and then he turns into a regular sponge. That would be me. If I answered everyone's questions for free and just with no energy exchange, I would be a crispy old SpongeBob and my pinky would curl in and then I would turn into a regular sponge. I need it! Literally. Literally. I don't need it. I don't need it. Yeah, that's me being like, yeah, I can help everyone. Just okay, I gotta go, guys. The laundromat's gonna close. But I love you after I get my laundry, because I gotta pee and then I gotta run and get it. But after I get my laundry, I'm gonna put all the links. Thank you. I love the SpongeBob analogies too. They get me through the day. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'm going to come live and do another pick a card soon because it went really well. I will drive safe. Thank you.